Hi, this is Becca from the Better Together Fitness Project, and I want to talk to you really quickly about being an organized coach when it comes to your business and your financials. So I think that this is a topic that's not really talked about much, but I had a few people ask me about it, and I think it's so important because as coaches, we are entrepreneurs, we're business owners. You don't have a boss, you don't have someone handling all of your taxes and stuff for you, so you have to take responsibility and initiative to stay organized and on top of that yourself. Otherwise, all you're gonna do is be setting yourself up for a lot of stress later on. So I'm gonna talk about a few simple steps that I think you can do to help you stay organized, and hopefully it gives you guys a great starting off point. So as a bare minimum, I think that every single coach needs to set up a separate savings account for taxes. Now, as a coach, you get paid every single week, and that income has no taxes taken out of it. It's not like when you work for an employer and they take out Social Security and your income tax and all that kind of stuff, and then maybe you get a rebate later. That doesn't happen. You're getting all of the money right now, so it's your responsibility to set aside the percentage that you're gonna have to pay later on. And if you're making income, there is a chance that you're gonna have to pay something when tax time comes. So save yourself a lot of heartache and a lot of grief and set it aside right now. The best thing that I think to do is, as soon as your paycheck comes in, take 30%. If you're in the US, I think 30% is a good minimum. I'm not sure what it would be for Canadian coaches, but that's something that you need to figure out for yourself based on your own life and finances. I personally take 30% out right from the beginning, and there's no questions asked. I don't even consider it my money. I take it right out as soon as my paycheck goes through, and it goes into a tax savings account. That way, when tax time comes, I know that I have saved up enough money to be able to pay that bill that is gonna come, and I don't have to stress out about it at all. I know that I've been responsible. Second, I think that every coach needs to start tracking their expenses. Now, you don't have to make this a bigger deal than it has to be. You don't have to get QuickBooks and learn an entire accounting system, although if you want to do that, that's great. But if you're math and numbers challenged like I am, that is a super overwhelming idea. So you can make it really simple. Just open a simple spreadsheet and track your Beachbody related expenses. So just write them in whenever you spend something on Beachbody. That can be your coach fees, your Shakeology, your ticket to Summit, coach gifts for your team, if you rent a space for a fit club, any of those sort of things that could be write-offs later on. I want you to keep them organized. And then keep your receipts too. I know that a lot of stuff is purchased online, so you don't necessarily have receipts for that, but if you do go out and physically buy something, make sure to keep that receipt. Okay, next I want to talk about a few levels of organization that I think are helpful for Beachbody coaches. A beginner level of organization, an intermediate, and an advanced. And you can fall anywhere in these, but I think that they're good tips for everybody. So for a beginner, I think that what you should do, like I said, open the savings account, track your expenses. Bare minimum, I think every single person needs to be doing this because it's the responsible thing to do as a business owner. Intermediate, you may want to open a separate checking account as well as a separate savings account where all your Beachbody income goes into and all of your Beachbody expenses go out of. Now, why is this helpful? Why would you want to do this? Well, it can be really confusing at the end of the year when you're going through taxes if you have multiple streams of income. So if you have another job, or if your husband has another job, or if you get paid for other things and they're all going into one bank account, it can be really hard to figure out what income was Beachbody and what expenses were Beachbody when you're doing it from different cards and different accounts and you have income coming in different places. It can be kind of a mess. So it can be really simple if you just have one account and the savings account for taxes linked to it, where all of your Beachbody pay comes into that and all of your Beachbody expenditures come out of that. Then during tax time, you only have one account that you have to look at. So much simpler, so much easier. All right, I think that's great for intermediates. Now, if you want to take it up a level again, I would say that you need to do all of the things I've already mentioned, and then you need to set up an appointment with an accountant or a financial planner to talk about your actual business structure. In the United States, there are a few ways that you can structure your businesses. Two of the most basic that I think most Beachbody coaches fall into are sole proprietorship and a corporation, which would be an LLC or an S Corp. And those are basically kind of your two choices. And to give you a really simple breakdown, sole proprietorship means that your business finances and your personal finances are all in one big bowl together. Think of it like a huge bucket and everything goes into it. Everything gets mixed up. It all counts as one and the same. An LLC or an S Corp, which would be a corporation, means that your business finances and your personal finances are in two separate buckets and they don't intermix. So your business money goes in this bucket, your personal finances go in here, and that's how they stay. So during tax time, everything is looked at individually and separate. Now each one has benefits and drawbacks from effort it takes to maintain it, tax breaks, organization, time, liability, all those kind of things. So it's really something that you should research individually. I can't tell you one that's best for everybody because there's not an answer for that. It really depends on your life and your situation, your finances, and what you're willing to deal with as far as how much organization you need to do if you need to hire an accountant. But that would be, I think, the advanced step for organization. So I hope that this video helps you have some ideas of things you can do right now to proactively stay organized, and then also things that you can maybe plan for in the future. But I want everybody to really start thinking about taking this business seriously because it is a serious business, and that mental shift is gonna just blow the windows wide open for you. I wish you guys all the best of success. I hope this helped. Feel free to contact me if you have questions. Thanks.